Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this, girl and guys, is my recap of the season finale of Empire. Okay, I may also do Star at the end of this. I don't know because I ain't watched it yet, and I don't know if it's gonna make me want to talk about it. But we shall see. Y'all to see what it is. Whatever it's titled, that's what it is. So this may be the season finale reviews of Empire and Star, or may this be Star. I don't know yet. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird, dun, and all that good shit. Okay, so I watched Empire because it was the season finale, okay? And I'm moving all kinds. It's a fork because I got pickles. I was just eating baby dill pickles. And I'll be like, why she got a fork at her desk with her fat ass? Because my fat ass was eating some pickles. Anyway, I was watching Empire because everybody want to know one thing. Who in the casket? Who in the casket? And the person in the casket, I feel like I guessed it. But, I took a couple notes. I didn't do much, just a couple notes. The whole thing with Andre passing out, because his mom and daddy up there arguing money green because he wanted to kill himself, and Cookie upset with Lucius because he was gonna help Andre kill himself, or at least not even really help him kill himself, but be there for him when he kills himself. Because his thing was, I'm dying, I need a heart, and I don't want to suffocate to death. I don't want to suffer and die. I want to go out on my own terms. And my thing is this, I don't think that's wrong. I think people sometimes be so gung-ho to tell somebody else how they should live their life. Be like, oh no, don't go. Even though you hear suffering on earth, don't go because I love you too much. I told y'all, my dad passed away. I was like, man, I couldn't deal with it. But then I thought like a couple days later, I was like, his back pain was crazy. I'm saying he was taking pain pills and, his back pain got bad. So I was like, he not in pain no more. He good. And even though it still makes you say, my dad didn't kill himself. He died from a heart attack. But still, you realize sometimes people do be like, I'm okay with not being here no more because I'm no longer in pain. So my thing was, Andre asked, like, look, I'm tired of all the pain. I done overcame cancer. Now my heart giving out. I want to go. Okay, I want to go out. Anyway, but his heart stopped or whatever, so he was dead. How dead was he? This dead. And they're like, no, Andre, no. They're at the hospital. Shock him, clear. And they kept dooting him, and he wasn't coming back. Shock him again. I'm like, Lucius and Cookie, y'all don't own the hospital. Calm your asses down. But nonetheless, they shocked Andre again, and he came back. Boop, boop. And he was beeping again, and Cookie's so mad at Lucius. I'm so sick of Cookie and Lucius. I'm so tired of it. Mainly because they both do dumb things. They both make mistakes. But one of them always be more upset with the other one when it's something that's not even really that big of a deal. I mean, it is a big deal to help your son kill himself. However, you can't be upset with your husband for helping your child do what your child wants to do when your child was grown. And at the end of the day, it was like, either let me help, either I'm going to help him do it, or he going to do it himself and be by himself. Girl, it was an impossible decision. Anyway, at the hospital room, everybody on edge. Cookie mad at Lucius, and Lucius like, you don't get how hard it was for me to make this decision. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I feel like Cookie should not be that upset with Lucius. Like, she should be upset because it was her kid, but I feel like Andre begged me to help him do something, and if I didn't help him, he was going to do it anyway. And, he didn't want to tell you because he didn't want to burden you. So it was hard for me to make the decision, but I made it. Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you can't act like I was going to, well, I mean, he was, well, girl, it's a girl. I'm glad I don't have kids. Let's just say that. Anyway, her sisters there, Carol and was it Carol and Candace? Carol and Candace both there. Vivica Fox and Tasha Smith. Tasha Smith, I don't know which is Carol and I don't know which is which. Tasha Smith's character was like, you have to look at it from Andre's point of view. He begged his daddy to do something, and Lucius was doing what he thought was best for his son because his son begged him for something. Where Vivica Fox, Girl, no, that's not right. Girl, we again, girl, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. We see Hakeem at the hospital and Becky was there, and so did Kingsley. Kingsley was there too because Kingsley and Andre were at least cool. You know what I'm saying? Andre would like wanted him to feel like a brother and all and that stuff. And so, but Hakeem being the asshole he is, Hakeem is a whole asshole. And that's what people kept on saying, like they can't kill Dre, and if they taking Hakeem, I mean if they're taking Jamal away, you can't leave Hakeem because Hakeem ain't shit. Hakeem is boring. He like why he on the show? He don't do nothing. He's a baby. Okay, he's always just being rude or whatever. But Kingsley there just trying to be supportive. And y'all, my thing is Dre told you he our brother regardless of whatever. And you know what I'm saying? He's a lion. We need to embrace him. The minute Dre in the bed almost gonna die. You ain't no lion. What you here for? You know what I'm saying? My mama don't want to see you, bruh. He ain't do nothing to Dre. He didn't do nothing. He gave y'all $10 million. Okay, trying to help, but whatever. Anyway. So King say, all right, I'll leave, but I know a great cardiologist or whatever. I'll leave information. I'm gonna leave. He walk up to Lucius and he like, oh, I don't mean the truth. He's like, no, son, it's cool. And Kingsley suggests, oh, we should, get some air, because Cookie mad right now. Give her some breathing room. And they walking and talking and reminiscing or whatever. And as they walk up to like some little record stand thing, and the dude got Lucius records. I'm looking like they got Lucius records. Okay, if you say so. And, he's saying how he remember, about Cookie being pregnant with Dre, how he always knew his firstborn son would be, a strong and mighty boy or whatever. And I'm like, we talking about Dre, even though his firstborn son was Kingsley, okay? Anyway, so we had that whole thing. Not Hakeem. Dre told Cookie, don't be mad at Pop. Don't be mad at him. People doing what I asked him to do, and you don't get what was going on, Mama. I don't care, Dre. You my son, and she pregnant, and you gotta fight for yourself and fight for your baby. He like, all right, fine, whatever. And then when his girlfriend come in, she's like, I can't believe you didn't tell me we having a baby. It's gonna be a baby boy. And I love you. I told you this is not the end of us. This is the beginning of our story. And I feel like they've owed Dre a story since they killed Rhonda in what was season 1 or season 2, whatever season it was. He's been going through it bad since then. And I'm like, he deserves some happiness with this lady. I can't think what her name is. Is it Tracy? Tina? Angela? Girl, something. Anyway. And so he like, you know what, you right, I do love you, girl. I love you, girl. Okay. And then, some kind of way Hakeem went down to a little gift shop in the hospital and bought a little fake ring. And he then proposed to the girl and said, I love you and, I'm going to be with you, whatever. And then she said, promise me that when you're better, we'll have a whole wonderful wedding and this and this and this and this. But promise me, I promise you. And they kiss and then they get married in the hospital room with, her son was there and Cookie and Lucius and Hakeem was there, and who else was in the room? I don't know. But it was a whole little hospital wedding because he said, I want, you to be taken care of despite whatever happens to me, and I want my son to have my last name. Come on, Dre. Plus she loves him, and he loves her, so that's a great thing. Jamal ass kept calling because, he couldn't be there because he's stuck on the island somewhere. The island of I didn't do it, but I did do it for real, and they can't figure it out land. Anyway, so we had that whole thing. What else happened? Becky and Giselle out here plotting and planning and planning and plotting because they trying to make sure that Empire is in the red or the black, whichever one is the best one. They in the green, what I want to say, because green is for the money and gold is for the honeys. And I'm on the road today. Anyway. And so they at the office figuring things out and how to get Empire Extreme streaming well and getting people signed up for shit and blah 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 blah. And Becky like, Def Jam offered me a deal to work for them, but I don't know if I'm gonna stay here. And then Giselle, girl, I got something in the works. Just stay, don't even leave or don't even worry about it. They do whatever numbers supposed to do. They had the tour go on. They had Tisha Campbell, her old school group coming out, which they must be like SWV of the Empire world out there performing, and she got a weird ass mohawk on, but whatever. We got White Boy Black was performing, Mario and Tiana was performing, and so now everybody's signing up because they got backstage access to this and Batgirl, all this stuff. So now Becky upset because everybody felt like Lucius and Cookie did it because we the background singers and they the lead singers, and he goes to say, girl, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We know we did, but it's doing enough. It's doing enough, Giselle. I don't think it's enough, Giselle. Girl, I got some in the works. works. Don't worry about it. And then we see what she have in the works. Honey, she done bought an office space and she want to start their own record label. I'm like, y'all barely keep it now on the float. But as she say, it can be for women, by women. It's going to be women, women, women. I'm like, okay, all the women or whatever. And, I don't know. How we going to fund this? Well, she's like, I'm going to liquidate my assets into Empire. No, I'm going to give up all my stuff. She going to get herself out of Empire. She going to sell all that stuff she need to sell to get the money for the label. And you can sell your stuff too. She's like, girl, I don't make it. Girl, fuck you. Got my money. Girl. But they agree to be partners. It's going to be like 70-30 because Giselle put the most of the money. I'm like, we barely see much of Empire. You gonna have a storyline about a whole nother company? Not that I think Giselle and Becky should not be thinking about their own dreams or whatever, but I'm like, ain't this show called Empire? Why are we giving a fuck about what Becky and Giselle is doing? But I digress. I'm gonna leave it at that. What else happened? Looking at my notes. Jamal on the island. Okay, yeah, Andre is married. And all that stuff. So we see a scene where Cookie gotta go home because she been stinking because she ain't taking no showers in a couple days. Girl, go home, get some rest, take a shower. You smell stank. Go home, do that. Okay, fine. I'll go home because her sister stayed with Andre. And then she go home and she walking in the house. They playing Woman's Work by Maxwell. I'm like, why they playing a sex song from What's song? Well, from Love and Basketball. This woman's work. All that stuff. I'm like, girl, and she just crying and crying and crying. I'm like, oh, y'all wanted to cry too. I didn't cry. I mean, I know that she's in pain because she's torn between her and Lucius and what she's supposed to do because she's so mad at him. But I was like, Cookie girl, Lucius been Lucius forever and you been Cookie forever. Like, he ain't never been shit and you loved him anyway. And not that Lucius ain't shit. He just has very, very bad ways. But sometimes, recently, we've been doing things on the right path. Girl, well, you can't try to kill myself. I don't know. Let me move on. So we see that whole thing. Kingsley. Kingsley goes to see his mother, who's being released from the crack house. I'm not sure. And another crack house, the crack rehab center house. And, she's like, you look like you've been through the ringer. What's wrong with you? Oh, well, Andre needs her. You mean Cookie and Lucius' son? How did you know that? Oh, I was at the hospital visiting. Are you, what? What are you talking about? So the mama upset because he up there visiting his brother and his daddy. I told you they're the devils or whatever, and they don't want you. And he offered me $200 to have an abortion with you. I should just had an abortion because I want to get to know them. I'm like, look, I told y'all when I was reviewing the show in full. I said, Kingsley, this is what I told y'all. This is what I thought was gonna happen. I said, Kingsley, mama gonna kill him because she gonna be so upset that he trying to get to know Lucius and them. Now, she didn't kill him. That wasn't true. But she was very upset that he is getting to know them, is why she told him that she should have gotten an abortion, that she should have aborted him. I said, that is not nice to say. So he goes to see Lucius after she kicks him out of her hospital room that he been paying for. And I say, Kingsley mama crazy as shit. Okay, she crazy as Betsy Bug because she really been living this lie and feeding him all the worst information because when him and Lucius was walking around chit-chatting or whatever, he said, like, in my house, like, you were the devil, like, all the, you were the worst of the worst or whatever, and I used to listen to your music and just look for any kind of inkling that you knew I was alive. And Lucius did not know that boy was alive. He did not know that boy was a son, but whatever. Anyway, he goes see Lucius with the little room, not the little room, he at the office trying to finish stuff for the extreme thing, and like, I need to talk to you. He like, yeah, man, it's not a good time right now. I gotta finish all this stuff up. Dre is going. It's just something's going on. Like, can we talk a little bit later? I have to finish this up by tonight. He's like, no, we have to talk tonight. He's like, Kingsley, can you please wait? Look at me. I'm like, well, who you yelling at, boy? Well, I'm still your daddy. But, so he's like, what is wrong with you? And then Kingsley pull a gun out. Okay, now he upset. Tell me something you know about me. He like, I know your ass. If you a real lion and my blood is in your veins, you should know to not pull no gun if you ain't gonna use it. Okay. He like, Am I gonna use it now? Well, no, you just hold it, son. You still doing the same thing. You ain't put no trigger. So, he like, well, I know that you scared and you hurt, you feel alone. I know my daddy was killed and I saw my daddy die, whatever. After that, my mama left me alone. So I know how it feels. He's like, I lost my mother tonight, trying to be your son. And he was like, that's just kind of messed up or whatever. And, it was a whole little conversation thing. And, with Lucius talking about how he know how much a kid need their father, and because he needed his father, and he was like, he just want to be there for him now, blah 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 blah. He's like, that was just, what was it? He was talking, and I'm just like, Lucius, I'm just like, he said, if you were to die, would I be listed, or would it just be Cookie's kids, like in your obituary? How would that go? Would it just be because his mama said, he only cares about Cookie's kids. He doesn't care about you. He's never cared about you. It's always been about Cookie's kids. So that's what made him go to Lucius' office or whatever. And, he like, man, you my son too, you know what I'm saying? And the child needs their father and blah, 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 blah. And Kingsley then says, you right. A boy does need his father. And he then puts the gun to his own head and shoot himself in the head. I say, oh shit. I say, I guessed it. I told y'all the person in the casket was going to probably be Kingsley. Meaning, this is what happened. Kingsley mama, in a way, did kill him. Kingsley mama was upset with him for being friends with Lucius and them and saying stuff to him that hurt him so deeply that he killed himself. So technically, his mama did kill him, okay? And he shot himself in the head, and Lucius was like, no, no. So the clip scene we ever seen all season was Lucius cleaning Kingsley's blood off of himself. So he go to the hospital. They're like, oh, he's a donor, who's the next of kin that can, have him donate his organs. And he go, Lucius, me, I'm his dad. I'm the pappy. Okay. And so he signed the stuff to have Kingsley's organs, or at least his heart, donated. More importantly, his heart will go to Jamal. Okay. So Cookie like, Lucius, what did you do? What's all that blood? I got a heart for Andre. I said, did you cut him out of him? Like, what happened? What, you just black market deals? Anyway, they get to the hospital. He like, why isn't my son in surgery? What's going on? Well, the crazy crackhead baby mama pop up. You ain't getting shit for my son. You murdered my son. You killed my son for your son. And she jumping on Lucius. I didn't do that. You killed him. You did this. I wouldn't hurt that boy. I didn't know. I'm like, why y'all arguing and all out in the hospital? Why they ain't put y'all out yet? And here come Cookie. Lucius, just go let me talk to her. I said, Cookie, you gonna try to ration with a crackhead? You cannot have a rational conversation with a crackhead, especially one who hates you and thinks that you and your kids drove away her drug dealing Lucius all them years ago. And while she's trying to while she's trying to be reasonable to a crazy person, and crackhead baby mama said, you ain't getting my damn son. I'm done. Why you wasting your breath talking to me? And she walked away and she left. And so Cookie in the hospital room, oh no, not my baby, not my baby. I want my baby to live. And then here come crackhead Tracy. Okay, crackhead Tracy come up in there. And she like just kind of shake her head, yeah. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much for saving my son. I said, oh, not you, the Great White Hope. Girl, the fuck bye. And then she do say, it ain't gonna be that easy, and it ain't gonna be that free, or it's gonna be expensive. It's gonna cost you. What did she say? What did she say? Oh, it won't be free. She said it won't be easy and it won't be free. That's what she said. And what I did forget to mention is when Kingsley was holding a gun to Lucius, Lucius said, go ahead, kill me. And when you kill me, give my heart to my son. And that's what made Kingsley shoot himself in the head, saying a son do need his father. And I'm like, oh, so sad. Casey got fucked over. His mama poisoned his mind, which made him grow up to hate his father. And his father never knew he was around. You know what I'm saying? And once he found out who he was, it still didn't help. And he ended up killing his damn self. Anyway, now they got a whole heart for Dre. And Dre done had a heart transplant. And he gonna live. You shall live. And I'm like, okay, if you say so. So at this point in time, we see the funeral scene where Lucius in the funeral, whatever. His son is being buried. I want to see my son one last time, and they lift the casket, and it's Kingsley dead as a doorknob up in there. I'm like, with his head, he got shot in the head. Like that's like he was shot in the head. Anyway, they fixed the hole. Just not nice. Anyway, he leaves in Kingsley's casket a zip drive thing of his music. Like, take my music with you to heaven, son. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man. This or just have my music, son, because you my firstborn baby. And it's it was so sad. It was stuff that you wish Lucius would have said to him before he killed himself or whatever. And so we then see the feds coming in, and that same white woman she's trying to get Lucius to flip on Damon Cross, and Luke's like, man, I ain't got time for your bush. Like, go away over here. But then she show him pictures of Cookie and Damon Cross, looking all hugged up a little bit or whatever. You can't fool me with Photoshop. It ain't Photoshop, bro. Oh, do you know that she was, visiting Damon Cross the whole time your son was sick? Whatever, shut up. I ain't gonna snitch on. I ain't gonna trade my life for. You know how you talk, whatever. He ain't finna be he ain't finna be no snitch. You know what I'm saying? He leave. But then she get back to her office, and who there? Damon Cross. And out of all the things he never seemed like a snitch. But he gonna come and talk about, I'll help you get Lucius if you leave me alone, and I'll give you $20 million. And I'm like, but he not a snitch though. It seemed like he would not be no snitch. And she then say, I know your game. You want to get Lucius out to get with Cookie. So now they have a whole deal. And Lucius, no. So now Lucius want to kill David Cross for one thing because he's fucking with Cookie. But Thirsty convinced him you can't kill him because the feds on your ass, bruh. But you can leave the country until we can kind of figure some things out. Okay, you can do that, but don't kill him, bruh. Don't kill him. So when Cookie and Lucius get to the airport, he like, the feds on my ass. They try to make up things or whatever. And, they tried to show me fake photos of you and Damon Cross and say y'all was having some kind of relationship or whatever. But we just need to go. And, I talked to Andre and Andre girl, and she gonna take care of him. Like, we need to leave. And Cookie was like, I ain't going. No, I gotta put myself first. I've always put you first. I came back and I wanted the company, but what I really wanted with you. You've never given me all of you. And the whole ride or that thing is over. And I gotta think about me. I leave my kids. And so she said, fuck that, I ain't going. And he like, Cookie, come on, let's go, Cookie. Let's just leave. You know what I'm saying? Let's just leave. And she said, I slept with Damon Cross. You want me to go now? And then he like, what, bitch? And then she go get in the car. He go get on the plane. He fly away, and she pulls off. And I said, oh, that's how it ended. Girl. Okay, so this is gonna just be Empire. I thought it would be like 10 minutes, but it ended up being 20. So let me watch Star and see what that's about. I mean, I don't care about next season. Dre alive, he having a baby, he married. Cookie and Lucius broke up. Kingsley dead. Hakeem still acting like a pussy punk. Jamal is on an island somewhere saying I didn't do it, but I really did do it. And stuff like that. Girl, I'm not waiting for next season. I'm not in any anticipation of next season. I think it's cool that Cookie finally, realized that she's what she need, and she tired of the whole back and forth of Lucius and the whole ride. I think is over. I need to think about me. It needs to be about me. I'm putting me first. You've been lying and stealing all these different things or whatever. It's just, and you and Empire ain't good for me, and love isn't enough. And I'm just not too keen to be, oh my God, I can't wait for season 6. Lee Daniels, hire me, bruh. I'll help you on all your stuff. Love you to death. Anyway, y'all, I'm done. I am Jay Lee, and where y'all at? Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.